Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Wanted to get on here today with a July favorites. This is all beauty favorites, and I'm doing this as a get ready with me. I like to do these as get ready with me's so you can see the products in action. So I am going to jump right into this, and I hope you enjoy it. Okay, y'all, so my first product is a primer. I'm going to put that on with you, and this is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primerizer. And the reason I bought this was because Andrea Mattiano loves it. I have dragged my feet on it. I'll go ahead and start putting it on. I put 2 to 3 pumps of that. The reason I dragged my feet on it was because they say this is a moisturizer. I don't want skincare in my makeup. I'm just not one of those people that wants skincare in my makeup. I don't want it in my foundations. I do what skincare I want. So I didn't really want a moisturizer, but I thought I'm gonna get it and just see if I like it. And I do. I like it a lot. Look at that beautiful glow it gives, and it's just a really nice start for my foundation. Just makes my skin look better than it is, and who doesn't want that? So I love this. This may have some light moisturizing properties in it, but it does not feel overly moisturizing to me. I just like that glow and that nice base it gives, smooths everything out, and I just really love that. Okay, and the next thing I have is going to be a concealer. And before I do a concealer, I always put on a color corrector. So I'm gonna go do that, and I'm using the Age Rewind. Okay, I decided just to do my color corrector on one side because this is the way I always do it, but you might wanna see it without and see what kind of cover it has on its own. And the concealer I'm talking about is the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. Can I be later to this party? I don't think so. I was happy with the concealers I already had, but I just thought I need to try that. It's a classic. I need to know if I love it or not. So I'm gonna put it on this side, and I will tell you what I think about it. I think that I do not like the applicator on this. I like a fatter applicator, and this is just kind of skinny, and it just is not real pleasing to put on. I love the cover of it, and it stays all day long on me. I don't have to touch up with it, and I just really love it. I think it is totally worth the hype. Look at that, with no color corrector. It is just a really nice, going down through my shadows, full cover, and I really love this. I'll end up getting a full size of this. All right, getting my little beauty blender, and I'm gonna spray that with my all-nighter. This makes everything wear better than it already does, but this wears great. So I'm gonna bounce that out. This is the side with the color corrector, and I'm just taking the residue out there. Okay, and that is with the color corrector, and then over here without. All right, and that is I think this side without the color corrector looks as good as this one with it. That is just a nice full cover. I can't believe it. Because honestly, that doe foot was so unimpressive to me. I was like, I'm not gonna like that. I love it. I don't have to touch up all day long when I do that. So love it. Okay, then I'm gonna set that with my Huda Sugar Cookie. And that is always a favorite, but it's not a new product or in my favorites, but I always love it. Okay, next we're gonna move on to foundation. And y'all, I've had this for several months before I fell in love with it because of the applicator of it, or the way you apply it. It's the Dior Air Flash. This is beautiful. It is a good full cover, wears all day long. I would say a skin finish, a little bit of a radiance to it. The way I've decided I like to put this on is to spray it directly onto a damp beauty blender. So I've got my damp beauty blender, shake that up real good, and then I'm just spraying this real close so I don't make a mess. Kind of worried about my carpet. I know a lot of people save this for special occasions or to help other foundations. I have been loving it just on its own, and it is a beautiful cover. Oh, it's cold. It's like one of those aerosols that you freeze things off with, but it is beautiful. And I can see why people would use this for a special occasion. You know, it just feels light and a good cover. So really love the Dior Air Flash. All right, I'm gonna go set that with my Laura Mercier powder, and I will be right back and we will bronze and blush. All right, next, a bronzer that I am loving, and that is the Milk Bronzer. It's a cream bronzer in this little stick. I love this so much. This has a little bit of a red undertone, and I'm gonna start at my hairline. And I love the tone this gives me. It's got a reddish undertone and real warm. I just love this. Heard about this on Samantha Ravndahl. And out of everything she's tried, this is her, I believe this was her, like, if I could only have one. It's her very, very top. And it is beautiful. And I have been getting a ton of cream blushes, and this is the one I'm picking up all the time. I just love it. I think it's beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of my face. Okay, my next favorite is a blush, and one of my girls over on Instagram told me about it, and I love it. It's the Shiseido, let me see what this is called, the Minimalist Whipped Powder Blush. And that was the perfect name for this because it is like a whipped powder. It feels kind of moussey, softer than the Matte Glow Plays. And do you see how easy that goes on? This goes on so easy. And the minute it goes on the skin, it's like it turns to a powder and kind of shears out some. And I'm going to put this on with my BK Beauty 107. And I'm going to squeeze the little bristles together and just tap real easy. This goes on pretty pigmented, so I'm going to, you know, just tap it in there and then tap it on my hand a little bit. And then start at the back and then release those bristles. And this just gives the prettiest flush. This is the Sonoya 01. And it's like the best of both worlds. It's between a cream and a powder. And it is really, really nice. Really nice. Okay, my daughter just called. I don't remember where I was. She called me on the side of the highway, freaking out because Trump is in town. And Air One, flew right over her head when she was driving down the highway, and she was like, "You are not going to believe this." So she pulled over and got a picture of it. It was pretty crazy because we live in a small town, and you know, the president coming to visit, and he flew right over her head. She said it was like he was right over me. So anyway, I don't remember where I was. All right, yeah, I love this blush. And it looks so red in here, but it's more of a coral. It's like a, you know, a good coral color. So anyway, the Sonoya 01. It's beautiful. Okay, next, for eyes, if you want to skip the eye look, I'm using an older palette. I'll timestamp right here where to skip ahead to, but I'm going to use the Tartelette in Bloom, a classic, and I have not used this palette in forever, but I'm going to use this today. And I love this palette. I just haven't used it in a long time. And I'm starting right here with Smarty Pants. Okay, next I'm going to go into Rebel. Has a little bit, it's like a reddish brown. It's got a little bit of pink undertone, a pink undertone. And I'm just richening up that crease a little bit. staying below the transition. This is such an easy palette to use, y'all. Still worth the purchase, worth the price. Okay, then I'm going into this top one up here, Jet Setter, and I'm going to go under my lash line, just on the outer. Okay, then I'm getting a little bit darker, and I'm getting Leader over here, and we're just going to do that very outer. Coming out the start of a wing, and just a little bit over the outer V. Then going straight over, kind of straight over to kind of lift that. Any hooding down here is covered up with that dark. Makes it recede. Okay, doing the other eye. Okay, then I'm using my NYX Jumbo Stick in Milk to make more of a lid. And then one of my favorite things about this palette is this pale pink that I can put on my lid. And I think it's so pretty. Either one of those, either the white or that pale pink down here. So nice. So pretty on that lid. I'll just dip into both. And then I take that color and kind of blend the edges of the, the darker, any harsh lines. Okay, I'm going to go put on eyeliner and mascara, and we'll be back with our next favorite. Okay, my next favorite is a highlighter, and y'all, this is so pretty and lit from within and subtle, but beautiful like velvet. It is the YSL Couture Highlighter, and it's just this beautiful champagne-y color. Oh, this is so pretty. Let me get my brush. Okay, and I'm putting this on with a Wet n Wild highlighter brush. This is so nice. It's the P75. Just run it around in there, and we'll put this on. Oh, this is so pretty, y'all. I could wear this first thing in the morning and not feel overly done. It just gives the nicest lit from within glow. So pretty. And then I'm going to bounce that, kind of blend it. I love that. Okay, and then my last thing is a lip gloss, and it's this Dose of Colors Creamer. This reminds me of Bite Beauty. What was that color? I'll put it right here. It was discontinued and I loved it. It's just a beige color. And this one lightens whatever look I've gotten going on if I get it too dark. I like to wear a liner and then this. Hang on, I'm going to put my liner on. And I'm going to use MAC Whirl. So I'm going to use that. This is just kind of a pinky mauve-y nude color. Okay, I have my liner on, and now I'm going to put this Dose of Colors on. It is so nice, just a beigey nude. Creamer was the perfect word for this. It's just a beautiful creamy nude color and a little bit lightening to whatever you have on. Love that. And this smells like a cupcake. The scent on this is nice, so love that. Okay, and that is all of my favorites for the month of July. And if you have stayed with me this long, this is going to be a giveaway. All the brushes I used today on my face, or most of them, were from Lisa J. She was sweet enough to send me her entire collection of brushes. And before she sent these to me, I had purchased with my own money several of her brushes, and I've loved them all. So the ones that are duplicates, I'm going to give to you girls. The 102, 103, and 104 I already had in my collection. I bought them with my own money. I have loved them to pieces. So the new ones I'm going to give to y'all. And they came with cellophane on them, like little wraps on the end. And I took that off before I knew I was doing a giveaway. But these have never been on my face. So they are brand new, and I'm excited to give them to one of you girls. BK Beauty brushes are just good. They are just some of the best brushes I have ever used. And to enter this giveaway, all you have to do is tell us at least one thing that you're doing right now to keep your spirits up. I think these kind of turbulent times are really probably wearing on all of us. What are you doing to keep your spirits lifted, to stay positive and to stay lifted? And that'll help all of us. We can read through those and adopt some of, the good habits y'all have out there. So anyway, y'all put that down below. That will enter you in the giveaway. And that's all I have for you. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe. Leave comments and questions down below, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Y'all have a good day. Bye.